Good morning. My name is George Freestone, and I'm here today to help members of Advent get a little more acquainted with live streaming. Later, during Holy Week, we're going to have a series of live streaming events. And what I'm going to try and do is orient you to how to get the most out of these events. My role, as we have gone through the virus-encouraged isolation, has been to try and support Pastor Rigg, our Director of Communications, Judy Allenbach, and most importantly, all of you, in how to become connected, more connected with the congregation as we try and go through this period of staying at home. And if I think about the current virus concerns relative to the Spanish flu that took place maybe 100 years ago, we have wonderfully new and effective tools for remaining connected. First, just as in the early 20th century, radio was coming into its own, currently, we have all kinds of news available 24 hours a day via television, the internet, all of our devices. There is no shortage of opportunity to stay in touch with the news. But one thing that I think is quite different is today we have very powerful tools for both pre-recording and sharing videos of good video and audio quality, as well as doing this, live streaming. And that's what I'm here to talk a little bit about today. I have 4 questions that I'm going to try and take us through. First, what is live streaming? Well, if you think a little bit about a broadcast TV event, maybe like the Super Bowl, you need to know a few things in order to enjoy the Super Bowl on TV. You need to know what is the schedule for when it's going to be available. And then you've got to turn on the TV and find the right channel. Well, there are some analogies for live streaming. First, you will still need to know when it's scheduled to watch it live. And I'll talk a little bit about how you will know when it is scheduled. And secondly, you will need to turn on the broadcast. Whereas you might just hit a remote to turn on the TV, with live streaming, it's just as simple. All you need to do is to click on a link. We will be at Advent enjoying the opportunity for, I think, 5 live streamed events during Holy Week, each day of the week. So that brings me to my second question. How, as a participant, will I be able to get connected to these live stream broadcasts? Well, again, as I explained in the last question, it's as simple as clicking on a link. But how will I know what the link is? Well, let's talk a little bit about the different types of communication that we have available to us today. I view 2 types, push and pull. First of all, with regard to push communication, I think we have an excellent example at Advent. If you think about the constant contact communications, the email messages that Judy Allenbach puts out, that's a great example of push communication. And prior to each one of these live streamed events during Holy Week, Judy will send out a constant contact message. Part of that message will be the link that you will need to click on. If I think about the pull communication, that's where I need to go find it. Well, an example of that is our new website. which is adventonline.org. If I go to that website, I'm sure Judy is going to place the link for the upcoming live stream event right in front of us on that website. So you can find the link either by reading it in an email message as an example of a push communication, or you can go find it on our website, which is an example of a pull. Okay. Third question. What do I do if I have a conflict at the time of the live stream event? Well, here's where I think some of our new tools are even superior to what you might be able to enjoy as a result of a Super Bowl broadcast. In watching Super Bowls in the past, what would happen is they would be broadcast, and then if you wanted to wait for the professionally recorded version of that Super Bowl, you would have to wait several weeks or months until a DVD might be available of that broadcast. But here, with our YouTube live stream events, as soon as the event has concluded, there will be a link available so that you will be able to replay or play on demand the event that you missed. So if you have a conflict for one of those sessions that Pastor is going to organize for us, you will only need to have the link to click on, and you will be able to replay it as many times as you want. So in my book, what we have now is far superior to what even the Super Bowl might have been able to offer in years past. Well, those are the three most important questions I thought you might be interested in. And if I failed to answer a question that is still on your mind, I encourage you to email me. My email address is the first 6 characters of my last name, FREEST, first initial G, middle initial A, @me.com. Doesn't get much easier than that. And so I hope that if you have a question that you'd like me to answer, you just send me an email and I'll be happy to answer your question. Well, that's all that I have for today. And I'd like to thank you for your attention. I hope you feel you got something out of this live stream event. Thank you.